I just finally set up this electronic drum kit that was sent for my review, and this thing is super, super fun. I'm no drummer, you're gonna see that in just a second, but I wish I was, and this is the perfect setup for practice. I say practice, some people might actually use this as a main tool because it does have a lot of features that I wanna show you. So, first off, extremely easy to set up. I mean, the boxes and the package, the way it's packaged, it's amazing. Everything is well labeled, and well labeled definitely because even the wires are properly labeled here, so I know exactly where I'm going to. Because I'll be honest, for me personally, between a drum kit, a hi-hat, a snare, a crash cymbal, I don't know all the differences, and it made it super simple to actually get it set up and get me started without, racking my brain. The whole setup in terms of the actual kit and stand, it does come with it, of course, and again, extremely easy to set up. And even when it's full on rigged out like this, you can literally pick it up, and it is kind of like pretty light, despite being extremely solid on the ground. Now, they do recommend to use carpet, which is why I have carpet here, because, let me go around just so you guys can actually see what I'm talking about. These two screws right here actually are pointy and will prevent the drum or the actual kick drum to kind of go this way. So if I was on this surface, it would literally go all over the place, which is why I have a little bit of a carpet there. But that's the only part that requires it. And then I can kick, and it's not going anywhere, it's not moving. The other thing that I want to note, so just so you know, is that the pedal comes disassembled, so it kind of comes in flat. So you just have to follow, really logic. The instructions don't really explain it, but once I got the feel for it and the way the actual spring locks in here, it actually is just a question of adjusting it right here on this knob, and you are good to go. Now, the speaker that I have hooked up is for your entertainment only. This does not come with the rig. What does come with the rig, though, are headphones, because if I hook up headphones to this thing, check this out. This is why this is the perfect setup for practice. I just hooked up my headphones, and now I'm the only one hearing the actual sound of the drum, which I think is really cool. So if you are worried about, neighbors, people that are living with you, definitely the best way to go is to practice like that. But I'm gonna hook the speakers again, my speakers again, just to show you a little bit of the sound. I was super impressed with the sensitivity, especially on the cymbals, even on the toms. And by that is, if you look closely, this whole part here is plastic, and then you have a rubber part. And I'm hoping you hear, I'm gonna stop talking. You have kind of like that sensitivity thing here where it makes it really easy to go low or high depending on how hard I hit it. I love this little pad, and it's going to keep my cymbals and hi-hats in the best shape and best condition possible going forward. As far as the toms, same thing with the toms. I love the mesh system that they have here. It's kind of a bouncy mesh, and it does work with your finger, as you can see, and I've got my volume control right here on this monitor here. But, of course, and again, sensitivity. If I just go like this, that is pretty cool for an electronic drum. It gauges how hard you're hitting it, and it's going to change the sound. Now, speaking of sound, you've got a really nice, I call it a monitor. It's kind of the brains of the operation. This here will obviously change your kit. So I can literally select the kit that I want. So right now I've got this kit. If I go with the knob, changes a bunch of different kits for different types of music. Of course, I can go jazz, rock and roll. I can go blues. I can go super fusion. All sorts of stuff, even like a little bit of Caribbean flair for that dance hall. I think that's pretty cool. You also have a voice, and when you actually press voice, you've got four kind of menus coming down from voice, and this you'll be able to adjust the intensity. So I'm gonna go in voice and just go here, So I can actually change the, see that? Changes the intensity. So if I'm a really hard player, if I really want to play hard and I don't want it to sound so over, compensated, I'm playing hard right now. And if I'm playing soft and I'm not a really, right there, intensity. The other cool thing is you can tune your drum. Check this out. That's awesome. A lot of people don't know that drums need to be tuned with the song that you're actually playing. I never knew that you could tune an electronic drum like that. That's pretty cool. Of course, it also has songs that you can play. If I want to drum along that, no problem. They've got a few songs that you can play along. But the cool thing, it does have an input where I can put an MP3, my phone, what have you, and then play with my favorite song, so I can practice with the pop songs of your choice. That's a really nice thing to have. So. And then the last thing, if you are a producer, if you are someone that's going to go and transpose this into a computer, it does have MIDI output. So you plug in the USB. It comes with the USB as well, the USB kind of like the printer cable, they call it. MIDI out, goes into your computer. But this thing, I'm gonna go back to, it sounds like a real drum. It plays like a real drum. Obviously, I'd be in a different chair. I don't have my drum stool yet, but this is so much fun. I'm gonna learn a lot. You've got all the, this is a complete set. So if you are a regular drummer and you're used to a regular set, you won't be confused with this one. You will be exactly where you're supposed to be. And if you're a beginner and you don't know what you're doing, like me, you're gonna have a lot of fun discovering the whole world of drumming. This thing is great.